Hi, friends, welcome to DTK Food and Travels. Today, we are going to make a very yummy variety chicken curry. I sometimes I get tired of eating the same kind of curry, so I like to experiment new types, and this is something that we're trying out, and it actually came out good. We'll talk about the ingredients as we're adding it to the pot. First, you're gonna go ahead and just heat up a teaspoon of oil. We're using olive oil, but you can use any type of oil. And the items that you want to go ahead and toast are half a teaspoon of fennel seeds, half 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, a small piece of cinnamon, 3 to 4 cloves, a small piece of star anise, 4 cardamoms removed from their pods, and some sliced ginger and garlic. You want to go ahead and cook these until they're until the ginger and garlic is a light brown. You don't want to overheat it. And then once it's toasted, you just want to go ahead and turn the stove off and set this aside for this to cool. One thing you do want to go ahead and do is get a tablespoon of cashews and go ahead and soak it in some water before you start doing all this. So we added the ginger and garlic after the spices are toasted, and then we went ahead and set it aside. This is the cashews that we had soaked. To that, we're going to add a tablespoon of grated coconut and the cooled spices and we want to make this into a paste. So this is halfway done. We're going to add 2 tomatoes to this. We're using two. And it was homegrown tomatoes, so that's why it's not really red color. So make that into a paste and set that aside. Then go ahead and heat up some oil. We're using 2 tablespoons of oil. To that, add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. And after the seeds pop, we're just going to add some items. The typical items that you would add when you're making a regular chicken curry. We'll go over that in just a second. So for this, we're using 1 medium sliced onion. You can use the amount that you'd like. And to this, we're gonna go ahead and saute it until it wilts. Just adding a couple of curry leaves, that's optional. It's up to you if you have it added. If not, you can certainly leave that out. The heat is on medium right now. We're gonna go ahead and get that browned real quick. You can add a little bit of salt to help it cook faster. Just add a little bit of salt and that'll help it wilt faster. Remember, we're not adding any ginger or garlic to this because we grinded that up, made that into a paste in the blender after we roasted it. So once the onions are wilted, you want to go ahead and add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, and 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri chili powder. We usually use Kashmiri chili powder in our cooking because I find that it's a little milder than the regular chili powder. So if you like the heat, you can certainly add whatever type of chili powder you like, and the amount you can adjust it to your family's preference for the heat. The heat is on low at this point because we don't want the spices to burn. We're just gonna toast those real quick before we add the potatoes. So for this, we are adding 2 potatoes, just cut into big chunks. So once this is toasted, we're gonna go ahead and add the potatoes. And once you add the potatoes, you can go ahead and increase the heat to high. We're just gonna give it a good mix, and then we'll add chicken. We're using 2 pounds of bone-in chicken. You can use whatever kind of chicken you want, and you just have to adjust the pounds according to the amount of spices you're using. We're gonna give this a good mix, and then we're not gonna add any water to this. We're just going to give it a good mix, cover it, and cook it on high for about 10-15 minutes. But just make sure you do stir in between because you do not want the chicken to be stuck to the bottom. So this is after about 12 minutes. Look at the water that's in it, and we didn't even add any water to this. So at this point, you want to go ahead and add the paste you had made with the toasted spices, the cashews, coconut, and the tomatoes. And you want to go ahead and put some water into the blender jar to get all the mix out of there. Put it into the chicken and give it a good mix. This is the point when you can adjust the salt and add the amount of water for the amount of gravy that you want. We were planning to have it for lunch that day and maybe another evening for dinner with some naan or chapati. So we did want a lot of gravy. And I especially like potatoes and chicken curry because once it mashes down, once it gets cooked, the gravy is thicker and it just makes it taste so much better. So there it is. That's the done chicken. It was so yummy. It's definitely a little different than the typical chicken curry. I hope all of you will try it. Thank you for watching.